YouTube? Film Geek here. Today I'm talking about the 2007 film Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Wow, this LSD's all right. I like being a trippy cartoon.
Just keep thinking happy thoughts, Dewey. I'd hate for this to turn into a bad trip.
Uh-oh.
What's that scary music?
I had an unhappy thought.
It's a bad trip.
Bad trip, bad trip. Help! Trippy machete. Oh, fuck me, I can see my large colon.
Walk Hard is directed by Jake Kasdan and it's starring John C. Reilly and Jenna Fischer. Walk Hard is the story of fictional singer Dewey Cox and all the adversity that he faces in order to become a music legend. All in all, this film is just a spoof on music biofilms. Walk Hard doesn't pull any punches. In fact, this film spoofs several musicians, and I'm just going to name some of them. Johnny Cash, Bob Dylan, Ray Charles, David Bowie, Roy Orbison, Queen, Meatloaf, David Crosby, Jim Morrison, Elvis Presley, The Cars, Nelly, Tim McGraw, The Beatles, Brian Wilson, Stevie Wonder, and Michael Jackson. The film was released in the States December 21st, 2007 to some pretty positive reviews. However, the people just did not show up for this film and it only made $20 million on a $35 million budget. Now, some of the reason for this could be the fact that National Treasure 2, The Book of Secrets, opened the same night. And apparently, not everybody went and saw both movies that weekend like I did. So what do I like about this movie? Well, this is a spoof about musical biopics, and I, for one, am a big fan of the music bio. I'm also a big music fan, and I really enjoy watching the biopic movies and documentaries and things like that on my favorite musicians. So this movie breaks down the genre of the biopic and just exposes all the tropes and everything that you see in your typical biopic film. For instance, the tragic childhood, drug abuse, rehab, family issues, career highs, career lows. I mean, in most regards, you can just pretty well know exactly how the movie's gonna go beat for beat. All of the biopics are pretty much the same. One of the things I like about Rocket Man that kind of set it apart was it wasn't your typical musical biopic, but I digress. John C. Reilly's performance in this movie is also really great. He gives the character such life that you almost believe this character really existed in the real world. Jenna Fischer also does a great job playing his wife in the second part of this film. Walk Hard also delivers on the laugh. It doesn't matter what kind of sense of humor you have, you're probably going to find something funny in this movie. The movie has great wit, it's got great sight gags, good physical comedy. All in all, it's one of those comedies that you watch it and you're like, how did nobody see this movie? One last thing I'd like to add about this is that there are actually two versions of this movie out there. You can get a hold of the theatrical version, which is about a 90-minute long movie, and it's good, don't get me wrong. But there's also the 2-hour director's cut. And the reason why I feel that one's more superior is number one, it really feels like a biopic, because most biopics do run in at about 2 hours to 2.5 hours. So that really extends the film and gives it that vibe. Plus, the story takes place in the 70s, and it was pretty well completely cut out of the entire film in the theatrical version. And in this part in the film, Dewey Cox is actually hired to have a variety show. And unfortunately, his variety show is taken off of the air because it just can't compete with the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. Even in the movie, they admit that The Incredible Hulk was the superior series, and it made sense. Okay, guys, if I piqued your interest and you'd like to check out Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, well, good news. If you're a Star subscriber, then you can watch it right now. If you're not, you're gonna have to rent it, and you can rent it on Vudu or YouTube. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of another Film Geek video. If you enjoyed what you saw here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give the video a thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And another thing you can do, folks, is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.